The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Everybody! So this week we're going to be talking about backyard wrestling and pro wrestling. And with us we have Brandon the Shank Eubanks, who was one of my first fighting coaches, nutritionist, bully, all of the above.
More bully than anything.
More bully.
Is he a coach?
That's true. I think that's the same hat. It's the same hat.
Definitely.
So tell us kind of where you're at with pro wrestling right now, because you're kind of climbing the ranks in that.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually doing it a little different than everybody else. I actually own my own company now. So that's all. I've been wrestling for my own company, and my company's kind of split into two. We kind of got the Iowa region, and then we also wrestle out of Memphis, Tennessee. So that's where I've been at. I wrestled, Jerry Lawler was on one of our shows in Memphis. That was pretty sweet. This one we got coming up on August the 11th. We have Santino Morello and old Jimmy Hart both on our show this week. Or this coming up one. So that'll be cool. We're doing another one. Then we'll have a back to school show for us when we come back home to Iowa, then very next week, and kick it off the school year. And that's it. And then we're kind of different because we kind of go heavy in the fall, unlike most other companies here in Iowa, because football is kind of a big thing here. So they avoid fall, winter, it kind of thins out. But for us, we're like hammering it out right before the year starts or the year ends, and then take our break when the year starts.
Memphis has always been like a hotbed for pro wrestling, especially like I remember watching with my dad, Andy Kaufman wrestling Jared the King Lawler. Like it's always been a hotbed. We do some of the best.
Yeah, I got to wrestle on Oman Arena too. That was pretty sweet. That's where they used to wrestle a lot too. The Mid-South Coliseum, I got to take a little drive around that. So my boys Bam Bam Bundy and Danny Dollar, shout out to those dudes. You know, they've been killing it. So
pretty rocking, pretty cool.
Yeah, they're good dudes, man. I enjoy them.
So you guys want to talk about what you guys want to open up that bag of worms with the worst injuries ever? I don't know how you came up with this, Ali.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to start with some backyard footage because I feel like that's going to be our worst injuries.
I feel like you literally will have a whole episode of just backyard.
That's fair.
Jessica, you never wrestled in the backyard? You never did some chair shots? And
No. So, Isaac takes his niece to the local, pro wrestling shows where he lives. My former strength and conditioning coach did pro wrestling. Actually, so a former manager of mine, he's done pro wrestling for 20 years, and he just hit me up and said he can jump on the show with us if we want another fun guy to oogle at videos with.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'll shoot him the link. But yeah, I've never been. I've never seen it. I've never checked it out. I've known people that have done it.
I've turned so
You
many
ever
people on to
watch, like
wrestling.
back in the day, like The Undertaker or John Cena?
That I would watch. Like on TV, I would watch that. Like I was like big during that time, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin era. Like I was all about that. And I never went to a show. I've never seen it live. Nothing.
Really? You've been deprived. You weren't in like Hulk Hogan or like Macho Man or
Yeah.
those people?
China, like
Cool,
the big
yeah.
name in women's wrestling first.
The good old days, like telling your teachers to fucking suck it. Suck my dick. We even know what it meant. Like, we're around fourth grade.
Yeah,
Suck my dick, teacher. Like,
It was either that or you were too sweet in the homies.
oh, you gotta be too sweet, baby. Throw it up,
Brandon's
baby.
still
Come on.
two sweets, people.
Oh
Dude, I got my nephew on it.
Ooh,
I got everybody over it.
for life, baby.
It's over. It's over in my world, man. It's over as hell.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I dropped you. Oh, man.
So we might have a random guy
Are we
pop up
ready
and
to-
join the show.
You guys are the boss.
what?
So you guys ready to watch the top 50 holy shit moments of backyard wrestling?
How many
Play that
How many
beautiful
moments?
theme footage.
50.
Top 50.
Okay, I gotta like get in here so I can see it. Okay.
I feel like this is gonna be worse than the MMA one.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably will be. These kids are fucking nuts.
Yeah, I don't do any of this stuff. I try to avoid it.
Backyard wrestling?
Wow, anything hardcore like that where it's
I don't know,
not
man.
like anything with cutting, I'm out. I try not to.
Like the cheese graters and shit. You Jack got in
Is
trouble.
he
like,
is he gonna
ECW
land
for
on his
doing that
neck?
shit. Oh my god! Holy
Mess.
shit!
I thought he was gonna go the other way.
Ooh.
Oh my god! Oof.
That just blows your butt up too, and then knocks all the wind out of you.
Yeah,
Blows your
you
butt
don't
up more
even
than Taco
have
Bell?
Time to prepare for that. Shit.
I think that's blowing your
You
butt
can't even
out,
fucking
not
bump
blowing
on
your
that.
butt in.
Oh, what's gonna go on here?
Is he gonna
Oh,
try and do
man.
a backflip or what's happening? Oh, they're gonna run him
He's
into
gonna
it.
come through it. Oh! God damn!
Does the table make it worse on impact to hit the pole?
Depending
Oh,
on how thick they are.
It really helps break the fall, to be honest with you.
Yeah, those ropes weren't tight at all either. He went right into it.
that's my
That's what
buddy
she
John.
said.
What up, young lady?
So I didn't tell John anything about what we were doing. I was like, hey, we're goofing and doing pro wrestling stuff. Do you want to join us? So John, welcome to Planet Ratchet. Me and Allie co-host this show. David down there is that's Daddy, I guess. I don't know what else to call him. I don't know. We're on Amazon Prime. So yeah, today we're doing reactions and checking out crazy backyard wrestling stuff. We're going to look at some pro wrestling stuff. You and the gentleman with the massive beard above you, he does wrestling. You've done wrestling. So we figure this will be fun.
Cool.
And you guys give us a
And
little
back your
insight
butt.
and maybe some stuff you more know about.
Yeah. You guys know what you're looking at and can tell us how dumb these people are or
Oh,
awesome.
they're incredibly dumb.
Yeah,
Incredibly dumb.
the moment you say you step into a bigger backyard wrestler, we automatically lose
Yeah, I mean,
all
like-
respect.
So where would you rank this with like street beefs?
Oh,
Right.
I would rank it as more like really weird sadomasochistic kind of style thing.
Okay.
Oh my
Because-
god.
There are some guys that have done the backyard wrestling, but not so much like this. This is what they prefer to call garbage wrestling.
Okay.
So,
There's no art to this.
correct.
There's zero.
This is just sleaze.
It's basically
Yeah.
self-mutilation to a point.
99% of these kids are not trained.
Yeah, and
Like,
there's zero
Jackass
psychology
is
behind
not
it.
funny.
They just want to fucking throw each other through.
And these
Yeah,
all look
the-
like 16-year-olds.
Well, the idea of like pro wrestling is to make it look like it's a contest.
Yeah.
instead of like just two guys whacking each other with the chair and not protecting themselves.
Sounds like a
David,
John Moxley match.
whacking each other, not whacking off, just so we're clear.
You know,
Either or, okay.
they may do that afterwards, but
That's how you get out all the aggression.
And back in the day, before there were Kim Kardashian and the Kardashian girls, they used to call these wrestlers hookers. Like they would go in like carnivals, like, and they were like carnies, and they'd go around. But it was like actually real wrestling. It was actually a real wrestling contest. But then promoters kind of like put their heads together. They're like, you know what? We can actually script this shit, and we can make stars that can go from town to town to town. And that's how the concept of pro wrestling was essentially born. But originally, pro wrestling was real wrestling, and they were called hookers.
now that there that is just played is closer to an actual wrestling,
Mhm.
but you would never have like the referee and somebody else holding the ladder to do it. But
Yeah.
Safety first, John.
This is
What?
this is a performance.
it's getting that way somewhat, but
They're not even
everybody
running the
thinks
ropes.
it's easy. It's not, but
Oh,
like
that was
that
good
was a
bump.
terrible bump he took.
horrible, terrible ball.
Made it look great. I love it. If you land on your neck, it's not good. You can get all the way inside out. It looks great.
At least
That
their
was-
ropes are tight.
Like, see how he landed? That's not how you're taught as a pro wrestler.
Not at all.
I don't think it's supposed to go like that.
Well, what
Is he
you want to try to do when you're basically taking a fall is you want to try to absorb as much over the whole back as you can, protecting your neck and head and stuff.
Tucking your chin in.
Right. You want to be tucked so your head doesn't go like that. But
Yep.
No.
Jesus Christ, dude. The fuck?
They didn't
Yeah,
catch him
that's-
worth a shit either.
that's
That's
a
like
kind
the
of
worst
semi-yard
way to blow
chart
a
thing is
elbow.
what we used to call it.
Didn't catch him at all.
Yeah, they're like, fuck that guy.
Or it's
I've
like
seen
they
that
just weren't ready. Like, oh, now?
I've seen that with like stage diving where someone tries to jump and everyone's like, no, thank you.
Absolutely terrible.
Oh no.
There's zero
Oh no, this is bad.
Oh
Dumb.
god.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's way dangerous. Most places won't even let you do anything near like that anymore.
No, not at all.
And I'm scared.
Messed up neck. So like anything, like even with grappling, I'm so scared of hurting my neck. I could never, like,
Mhm.
no.
Well, it's like even with the grappling,
fucking
like the
Our wire back to the head.
freestyle stuff like that, they kind of know how to fall.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. I
God.
mean, like David, you do.
Oh Jesus.
David's done jujitsu and fight. Like we're taught how to fall, but
A
still.
baseball bat.
Yeah, see,
Barbed
like
wire.
this is where
Crazy
I'm
though.
saying it's just garbage crap.
Jesus Christ.
Is there something on the bat?
These are worse bumps than Paris Hilton in a bathroom stall in 2003. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Yeah, worse bumps. No, nothing. No, nothing.
Did you fast?
Stupid.
Oh,
Jesus
fire.
Christ.
And look at and it sticks. And it sticks. How stupid.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
I would have never done that.
I would never allow that. I don't allow dives on my wrestling promotion half the time.
What the fuck are these kids thinking?
They're
They're
not.
Brandon,
Nobody
who'd you
was-
work
nobody
with?
went to practice.
I mean, he said
Who'd you work
he
with,
said it
Brandon?
correctly, the Celtic cross, but yeah, it.
Before, like all together, who have I worked with before?
Well, I mean, just like where are you based out of?
Oh, we're out of Iowa and we wrestle out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, I know a bunch of the guys up in God, I can't think of the name of it. There's a bunch of Nebraska guys. And there's some Iowa guys. I'm trying to think of what the promotion is. Like I know
Is it
Brian God and Duke Cornell and all those guys.
Oh, yeah, yep. I wrestled Bogot and stuff like that. And then Duke's all right. Duke's wrestled for us once.
Yeah, he was doing some stuff for us down here for a bit. But
Oh, where you at?
I'm in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, hell yeah. So we're not too far from each other.
Yeah, that's the reason I was wondering.
All these kids are fucking morons.
Ooh.
Yeah, that like that. How like
Yeah, that's the kind of crap you don't want to do.
Our biggest rule is if you're going to do it to somebody, you would have to take it yourself. That's like our big rule.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what the cops do with like pepper spray and taser, right? They
They got to go through all that.
Yeah, I've had to do both of those, and no, you can pepper spray me every day. I'm never getting tasered again.
Oh, okay.
I learned pro wrestling in Newburgh, and before I could even do a move, it was 1 week of just doing fucking bumps, right in the ropes, bumps. 1 week, and I swear to God, and I've done mixed martial arts, but pro wrestling, holy shit! It reminds me a lot, and people will argue with me because of slap fighting, but you're gonna get hit multiple fucking times. That's why I have such a respect for pro wrestling, is because pro wrestlers, you're literally, mixed martial arts and everything like that, you're training not to get hit. Pro wrestling, you have to script the entire match of doing your own fucking stunt work. You're going to get hit. And that bump is like...
And think about it that way. Like, you're training specifically to get hit sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's basically you want as much area of impact because that lessens it out.
Right. That's why I don't get so dramatic.
But he's just straight on barbed wire.
Yeah, well, that's there's some guys that do death matches and stuff like that, and they're crazy son of a guns, but they still understand how to keep themselves safe to a point. These guys are just self-mutilating themselves.
I took a flying power bomb off the top rope, and the only time I've ever been knocked out was taking that flying power bomb off the top rope. Went for a Hurricane Rana. He caught me, and this was the end spot. And then he picked me up right off the fucking, and you go kablam, and I landed perfectly correctly, but like my head, like knocked me on, like I was knocked the fuck out, and my opponent was like, "Yo, you good, Potter? You good?" And like it was it knocked me the fuck out. It's crazy.
My worst one I took was actually catching a dude. I caught my tag team partner on a vertical suplex to the outside, and I caught him.
Shit.
I turned my neck, and when I took the cat, I don't know why, but when I turned it, his whole body weight caught me and just head right into the concrete. Down it went. That was a good match though, but it sucked.
Oh, yeah.
The worst I ever seen was a guy in Colorado took a vertical suplex. He's very experienced, but the guy he was going against wasn't. I was refereeing. When he came down, his leg bent underneath.
Yeah,
I mean, it just snapped his about midway up his shin, and it was just the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Is it gonna go on his head? Where's it? Ooh.
Oh, good night. Wait, he's counting?
I would almost get a. Oh yeah, that's the. Well, that's the thing.
Make it look like he had a chance.
The big thing about wrestling, it's the finish. You don't quit. I mean, if your neck's broken, definitely get out.
It's always about the finish.
Everybody's about getting out.
And
Allie. It's always about the finish.
Otherwise, why did you even go?
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Just face dives into the dirt.
Oh,
look at that. No flip.
Christ, what the fine
What they
fuck
don't
is that?
show is their mom coming out all pissed. That's our Thanksgiving table.
Was absolutely that someone's mom is okay.
Your Aunt Sonia's on her way here.
What?
That's not something we should know. Oh, I think I have an idea what he's gonna do.
Oh, the tube that didn't even break. You fucking idiot. Oh, you moron.
That's a light bulb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, not like this.
Oh, that's so dumb. What are you doing, kid? You fuck.
For what purpose? Are they getting money?
Well, here's the biggest thing I've also listened to old Father Cornette. Why the fuck are we taking? It made me save a lot of stupid bumps. Like, why if you save that shit if you're gonna do it in front of 10,000 people. If you're gonna make $40, don't fucking break your neck for $40.
God, I love Cornette. Yo,
nobody gives a shit the very next week.
Fucking love Cornette. I love my Southern wrestling, baby. My Mid-South wrestling? Fuck yeah.
The only thing I have a problem with Mid-South wrestlers is they all, just because they come from a region, they all think they're fucking good, and they're not. A lot of them are twacked out fucking tweakers that live in trailer parks.
My
Terrible.
You have
They're
that pro
fucking
fighting
I'm
too.
fucking bad.
What was the name of that promotion in Texas? My dad and I would watch VHS tapes of the Von Erichs, and we loved our Southern wrestling, man. We fucking loved our Southern wrestling. What was the name of that promotion with the Von Erichs and?
Well, Texas is a lot different than Memphis.
Oh yeah.
No. It was not Mid South. It was in Texas. It was Texas Championship Wrestling or shit. I can't think of.
Oh, there's like a ton of promotions in Texas.
Yeah.
I bet fans love this shit.
Yeah, look at that. Look how many fans are there.
You got the trees that paid attendance.
Yeah. He's gonna go home and tell this girl on the internet, yeah, I do pro wrestling in front of X amount of people and get beat up. I'm hurt.
Each
Put
one
it
of them
over
had
the
two
yard.
cousins that showed up to show support.
Yeah, no crap. Oof, oh my god, that's gross.
You know it was a crazy injury? Oh, I don't know if Ellie, did you ever see this? Sid leg WCW?
Oh god, we're going here. I'd rather go here. Let's just go here.
Oh man.
Are we finally leaving the backyard nonsense and going to real wrestling?
Yeah.
We're going to the respectable stuff.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, this was
I mean,
this was bad.
believe me, there's still a lot of crap up there.
Oh my god! Fuck!
Yeah, man.
Oh, is that the Sid Vicious one?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
This
Why
guy
did
was
that happen?
he was doing a pump kick off the second rope. He'd never ever done it before in his life. Landed weird, and his left leg just snapped. It was like at one point they were worried he was going to lose his leg, but that didn't happen. But
I don't like the leg snap videos. David, you always show us leg snap videos.
That's why you got to take vitamin D.
David takes plenty of vitamin D.
Straight from the tap. Straight from the tap.
I love it.
Fuck off. 20 minutes of the worst. Oh, here we go.
Is this Cena?
No. Yes, it's John Cena, of course, Megan. Jesus.
Oh, okay. So really unrelated. So she was at the gym I work at because they were just here in Wichita. John? Last month?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. So Rhea Ripley was at the gym that I work at. I don't look at people because, like, when I'm going into work, everyone wants to stop and talk to me. I'm just trying to get to the basement and get to the mat room. So I beeline the mat room. I saw a girl with like a bunch of tattoos out of the corner of my eye. And I wanted to look, but I'm like, nope, don't look at people. Just get to where you're going. I get down there an hour later, and I was like, said something. I mentioned like the WWE show, and one of my coworkers was like, "Didn't you see Rhea Ripley? You walked right by her." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, you literally walked right by her." I didn't look at her because I was avoiding. I was avoiding human contact.
I get it.
Jesus.
Oh, I wouldn't have. I am so enthralled with Rhea Ripley. Oh my god.
John,
I wrestled Bob Orton.
You talk to anyone and everyone.
Well, yeah, but
I don't.
especially that.
I walk into work and I'm like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I just want to get into my mat room so I can start class. Please
Come on,
don't.
you're never antisocial.
No.
This guy got fucked
Okay,
up.
this guy here, he's been a pro wrestler since the late 80s. The one guy that they just showed, the big beefy dude,
shit.
PCO. He was big in the WWE. And then he kind of like retired for a little bit, then reinvented himself. And he's hotter than he's ever been, the one guy. But he's kind of like a Frankenstein monster thing now.
I love it. All right, Christopher Daniels. I got his signed 8x10 right up here next to me. My buddy Bam was 2 booths down from him at WrestleCon.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Oh
So
Jesus.
I mean, that was actually kind of a clean bump, though. He sat really into that one pretty well.
That reminds me of like when Shawn Michaels broke his back. Remember that when he went off the casket? Didn't look like he got injured whatsoever, but Undertaker fucking threw him off the top of the rope, and then he landed on the casket wrong, fucked up his entire back, put him out of the game for I don't know since 1998.
Oh my god, is that Grace? Jordan Grace? or whatever.
Oh, she's a badass little shit.
What is the likelihood with pro wrestlers getting like brain injuries versus MMA fighters?
It
You're not
depends
trying
on
to
the
get
style
hit.
of wrestling they do. I would say nowadays they do a little bit more. In the older days, when I first started getting into it, it was more like you had less problems with the things. Nowadays, they're a little bit more dangerous, a little bit more daring and stuff. It's like you could sit in a headlock 30 years ago and people would get into it.
I was gonna say, you guys, the basics cover over.
Like, everyone's into the strong style and making it as realistic as humanly possible. Everyone wrestles snug. And when you wrestle that snug, you know what I'm saying? Like, bad things happen. You know?
Like I said, when I like talking about myself wrestling, you don't wrestle me. It's more of a fight. I literally just slam and punch and kick. I do my best to make it. I mean, that's what I did. You know, I cage fought for so many years, so I just punch and kick and do it well, make it look great. I can't do the flips. My favorite thing is right now what we have here in Iowa is all the little dudes are now starting to do the big guy shit. Well, I'll start like torture rack bombing dudes. They're all doing like Razor's Edge. I'm like, why are you guys doing all the big guy stuff? Oh, because you can't get over. That's why.
No sense from a psychology standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be real honest.
Fucking sense from a psychology standpoint. Little guy, do the little guy versus big guy match where the little guy oh man, people don't get fucking ring psychology anymore.
Me and a friend were talking about this today. He was talking about like older wrestling and stuff like that, and how some of the guys have to kill themselves to get over. I was talking about a show I did. There's this one kid I love. He's a great guy, but he was just like, "Oh man, did you hear that?" Trying to one up me on the thing. I go, yeah. I go, I got twice the reaction just going out there talking for 30 seconds as you did in your whole match. Everybody's like, he's right, but it's like I can make people hate me and never have to even wrestle.
That's the bet. Yeah, being a chicken shit's half the battle. That wins half the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody loved wrestling me because I didn't make them do anything.
Same.
Now this, I like this move, but you got to know what the fudge you're doing.
That hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, there's just no way that didn't.
Oh, here we go. Jesus H. Boom.
Oh, was that Walter?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's Gunther.
This dude's like a freak in nature.
Yeah, this guy.
I got a spot.
Shit.
I got
Have you guys ever had an opponent like be dirty with you and not cooperate and just hurt you on purpose?
No, I had a guy try to, and I ended up hurting him. But
you're a large man, though. I don't know what happened.
It's I got taught to take care of myself some. There's like a time a guy decided he was going to try to be funny, so I just rolled outside the ring and sat in a chair by the audience. And they were looking at me like, "Are you going to come back?" I was like, "No."
Remember that big motherfucker that tried to potato Antonio Inoki and he beat the living shit out of him? He learned that day. You know what I'm saying? That big motherfucker he tried to potato Antonio Inoki, who once again fought in one of the first sanctioned mixed martial arts against Muhammad Ali. Inoki had balls of steel. God bless his soul. And somebody tried to start shit with Inoki. Inoki whooped that ass. That guy learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, well, Inoki's not the guy you wanted to screw with.
Who was the big sumo fighter from back in the day, like Rikishi or something like that? They had guys couldn't even pick him up.
Oh, they could. I mean, they were really good, but they were all Samoans though too. So there was Yokozuna. He was like, the dude was a legitimate 600 pounds at one point, but he could move like nobody. Had the best body control. It's like he looked like he was killing people, and you didn't even feel him. But then there's guys that are like one half my size, and you're like, holy shit, do you know how to do anything?
Jesus, yes.
It's like I had a kid, I told him, I go, if you don't know how to punch, hit me up here, because it's going to hurt, but it's not going to hurt as bad if you punch me in the jaw or something. So that's the first thing this kid does, goes out there, smack right in my jaw. And I'm just like, MFer. I took him
I
back
was
to the
always taught
corner. He
like
had like a
punch on the
T-shirt
neck.
on doing a thing. I pulled that T-shirt over his head so he couldn't see what was happening. Brought my hand up like this, hard as I could, right in the middle of his chest. And you seen a purple handprint rising out of his chest after that.
And we had the mature content on. You can say fuck.
Oh, yeah. I was
John,
trying to be good for once in my life.
John is a proper gentleman.
This isn't a respectable place.
Yes, you are
But
on.
Jessica, I respect you, so.
You're on Planet Ratchet. It's
Yeah,
okay
it's
to
ratchet here.
get a little ratchet.
Jesus Christ.
I love. See, I'm not gonna lie. I just love booting people in the face. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh Jesus.
So,
Do you feel like there's some psychology to that? Like something inside?
That I
That's
wouldn't
the
do,
problem.
but.
All
Well,
these fucking spots,
get it,
if you do
'cause
it too much, it
I
kills
like
the entire
teasing
wrestling.
See, the
people.
problem is with that stuff is they have to keep trying to one up each other to make it do. That's the reason, like in the old days, you just did some simple corny shit, but you made sure the crowd got into it, and it was like I said. I mean, my biggest thing was I knew how to get the crowd into it.
Jessica, what were you saying?
Yo, a big move used to be a moonsault. That used to be the big spot. Now people do it like 40 times during a match.
Jessica,
what?
what were you saying?
Oh, no, there's something with the boot to the face because I like to teep people in the face. I love it. It just feels really good in my soul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's probably some psychology to that.
My
love
favorite, see, and a lot of the big boot in wrestling comes from like the big 7-foot guys. So you don't really see a lot of boots in MMA. To me, or in wrestling, to me, it's just like a front kick. I just front kick these dudes right in their face too. Like, well, safely in the region where we're kicking them, but to the crowd, it looks like I take their head off.
I forgot where I seen it, but it was on maybe it was a YouTube or maybe they showed it on something. But a MMA guy basically did a Boston Crab, which is kind of like a weird version of a knee bar.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and he won with it in the MMA fight. And I was just like, oh, holy crap, that is so awesome.
Somebody edited over the music the HBK song.
I forgot they close at 8:30. They're
What?
yelling at me.
Oh, so do
No,
you need to
it's okay.
relocate?
That's okay. I am going to dip out to my car. I'll jump back on here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Cool.
That way they can go home and quit yelling at me. I'll be back.
Some of these spots are just fucking brutal. Oh my god.
So what was that wrestling company against CZW that had
Yeah.
like the really heinous shit? Let's
It
take
was,
a look at that.
Well, there's a group on the East Coast called CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling, and they're about half like kind of legitimate, half kind of garbage wrestling.
Yeah, I bet they got some like really horrific shit.
I mean, ECW did some violent stuff, but I mean, they weren't nearly as bad as some of the others.
No, I saw the first one you were talking about.
CZW, yeah, I had some friends that went out there, did a couple of shows. They were the ones that were being smart and did the kind of more regular style.
What are you gonna do here? Oh fuck me. Jesus Christ. How do you protect yourself from that? Fucking
You don't.
You don't.
Yeah,
you just
you
fall well. Oh,
Jesus, Mary
you
and
hope
Joseph. Oh fuck.
that. You just hope that it just doesn't hurt as bad as you expect it to.
Do you guys
Shit.
ever have moments like in a match where like something didn't go right and you're just kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Or
Anytime you do
afterwards, but
anytime you do a fucking fair show, you're like halfway
Uh-oh.
into the show. Like, why the fuck am I here? Why it's hot as fuck? These people don't give a rat's ass about me. They're throwing shit. Why am I here? For what? $60 fucking dollars? I'm done. He's been here. He knows. He gets it. Fuck fair shows. Speaking of, my next fucking show is a fair show in Algona, Iowa.
Which fair?
Enjoy.
It'd be Kazoo County.
Hmm.
What are you gonna do? Gee,
Fuck that. What is your
come
problem?
on, man.
He asked for it, I guarantee it.
Fuck are you thinking?
He's not.
What was that?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Probably glass.
Oh Jesus,
Wait,
that's probably CZW
that's a
shit.
thing?
That's what it was. They had yellow ropes.
Oh, you're gonna do this, aren't you? You're gonna fucking
Dude, I
do
just seen. Oh, ow, that hurts. I just seen a
Fuck,
guy who
dang.
put
Oh,
needles
it's
through
my
his
buddy,
cheek.
Ortiz. That's my buddy,
Oh,
Angel Ortiz. That's great.
Ooh.
that's
Shout out
awesome.
to Angel Ortiz. He's in Santana, currently with AEW. My boys.
See if you can find some old Moondog stuff. Those were old school, but they were kind of vicious, but they weren't like.
I'll be right back.
Moondog. Let's see if we can find some more without getting flagged for fucking copyright. I think we have to go by head and neck
Like,
injuries. Ooh, this
The
could
old
be-
Moondogs were just from Memphis. Were oh yeah, to say the least.
Oh, this looks like ratchet shit right here. These are the
$8
old school-
a ticket.
Yeah. This is gonna be
World of Hurt. Okay.
Seeing that actually was done pretty well.
he was protecting the head. I mean, he was doing a good job with that. I'll give him credit.
It's gonna get worse.
And you're gonna fuck this up, aren't you? You are totally gonna. No.
Oh,
Now, see, that was a good sequence there. I thought he was going to lose him when he caught him on the shoulders for a second there, but
The big guy's gonna go on the top rope, isn't he? Yep, you're gonna go off the top rope.
they're both big guys.
Fly, fat ass, fly.
We don't body shame. It's the thick king.
Holy fucking A! Fuck me.
Oh,
he just didn't tuck right there. That was his own fault there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that same reaction I had.
there's better tucking in drag
Fucking
shows.
A.
Okay, so maybe it's just me, but is it you see the foot kick? The like 3-inch kick down. That lets you know it fucking hurts.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like, motherfucker.
Ooh, we're in the car and on the move?
Oh, we're moving. We're multitasking.
I feel like we're vlogging now.
Right? No, I'm just getting out of the gym so people can leave. I felt bad. Like,
This guy's
come out,
fucking
everyone's
down.
like trying to leave. They didn't even know I was in there. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're leaving." I'm like, "I know. I'm sorry. I'm going." I'd have walked out and like all the doors would have been locked. It would have been dark. I'd been scared.
Alarm's going off.
Yeah, this guy's-
I mean, there's not an alarm, and I know that, but still, I'd have walked out and been like, "I'm not supposed to be here."
oh yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we can find on the wood.
I want to see how grosser we can go.
Gross.
I just did an avalanche fisherman off the top rope the other day for the first time ever.
What
Were
is
you
that?
giving the move, or were you the taking it?
I was giving it.
Good.
You were
Still
giving
sucks.
the guy an
Oh
avalanche.
yeah.
I know, it's like
Yeah.
Avalanche Fisher. Is this something from Grinder? Interesting. Continue.
He was giving
And you were at the
Fisherman,
top? Nice. Well, that's worth it.
Nice.
it's a sex thing.
Well, it's like whoever's giving the move is usually the one that's got a little bit more control of stuff for sure.
Yeah, you don't ever want to be upside down dropping. getting
As
dropped
in my
the-
experience as well.
Jesus
Yeah, but not everybody does their wrestling on Pornhub like you do, Jessica.
Listen. On
Pornhub is
OnlyFans, you have
out.
to- It's on OnlyFans. You have to pay for it.
And there's also TikTok now. It's on a rise.
Wait,
That's the only way I'd have a porn career is TikTok. I can only go 15 seconds. So.
Honestly, that's probably gonna be
What
a
is
thing
this?
because everyone doesn't have the time to watch a full 5 minutes.
No,
Exactly.
no. Okay. I thought he was about to dragon sleeper him off that shit. Is that what it was? Dragon sleep? Is that what that is? Oh, I've seen this.
What is it
I've
again?
seen this. Nope.
Oh no.
Has there
Hell
ever
no.
been a wrestling match where somebody got beef stewed?
Is he going ass first? He is.
Oh, fucking A!
Oh, he over rotated.
Too much. Too much.
Ooh.
Holy shit!
Yeah, cover up. No matter what the finish is. He's hurt. Cover him up. Get out of there.
Has anyone ever farted on their opponent? Just curious.
Oh yeah.
Like on
I don't
purpose.
know.
Yeah, like get
Not
over
me,
their
but-
face and like beef stew them.
I mean, I farted on one of my sparring partners the other day, but it wasn't on purpose.
How do you fart on a sparring partner? Aren't you standing like away from them?
Well, we were like on the ground.
Okay. And so you just like back up, like cheeks on them, and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. That hurts. Fuck me, dude. That hurts.
That reminds me of something really funny and self-incriminating. But we were sitting on the couch watching TV last night, and I just look at Isaac, and all I said was, "Hey, I'm really sorry for farting on you right now."
Oh, nice.
it would be better if that's when you do it. And he's like, "No, you didn't." Now I did.
Oh, you're right. Eh. Oh, Allie, I told you my story from last week.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was asleep. I thought I was alone. You know, I wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
she asked me, she's like, "Hey, how funny on a scale of 1 to 10 do you think farting is?" And I was like, farting videos, probably like a 3 to a 4. Farting on Daniel, 8 or 9.
Look, I was
Yep.
in the other room, minding my own business. Isaac was supposedly taking a nap. So, you know, I'm just letting it rip in the other room. And I get up and find out he was indeed not sleeping and was just in there mortified at all the sounds I was
Oh
making.
God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I stopped.
John,
I was,
what's your favorite match you've ever had?
It was with Dusty Wolf. He did like the ending part of Doink the Clown and WWE and stuff. He just like, he's out of San Antonio. Worked him in a show up in Northwest Kansas. And we had a mutual friend too. And I was talking to our mutual friend afterwards. And she goes, "Man, she must have did something right." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Well, Dusty couldn't say enough nice things about you," and said, "You know, if this was like the old territory days, I could have made it." Because I listened to him the whole time. I didn't
That's
try
awesome.
to do too much. I didn't work too fast. I let him
That's
play to
awesome.
the crowd.
Call compliments. That's what it was.
Oh God, yeah, I was like,
Last video, guys.
I was like
Last video.
beaming.
Your last one?
last
Or
one.
finisher?
Yep.
You got some air though.
That was like a good,
Ooh.
a lot of vertical
I
movement.
hardly ever left my feet, thank God.
Is your match on YouTube? Do you have that one? Or?
No, I wish it was. That one was one of my better ones.
I think it was
I've got one where
before-
I got knocked out by a guy. Basically, we were me and two of my other friends. We were a group called the oh fudge, we were called the Dynasty.
Mhm.
And I think you know Carl, don't you, Jessica? Carl Weber, his son's Devin Weber.
I think so.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like Devin's, I think he's fighting out of Kansas City right now. But Devin's father, Carl, and me were a tag team, and there was another guy up there in Topeka where we all used to be in this group. Me, Carl, John Chandler. You remember Superman from Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yes.
We all were called the Dynasty, and we went up to Topeka and we're doing that. And Angel Medina, he was in ECW, and I get knocked out because I thought, do you know Jesse Price, Big Dog, Brandon?
I should.
You may not. Super nice guy,
Oh,
strong
you
as
fucked that
hell,
up.
maybe about 5'9" at the most. But anyway, I thought he said, take a clothesline, and he said, duck, and he caught me right across the bridge of the nose with his huge ass bicep, knocked me out silly. I mean, I could still hear everything, but man, I was not focusing. So anyway, my two partners come into the ring and roll me out, and I just go thud on the outside. And oh, holy crap! But that's on YouTube, and you see me finally near the finish crawl up onto the apron.
Oh my god!
But I was probably out of it for about 8 minutes.
This all just looks awful.
Whacked in the head with the chair.
Imagine how awful this all looks.
Yeah, that's something I didn't do. If you're going to use a chair at all, it went across my back. That was it.
I'll
I
get
just took
punched
a-
in the face with a
Sunset
bare
flip
fist
once the-
before,
oh, no.
but I won't do it. This is insane.
Yeah,
Oh, she's bent her head on the ladder.
I just took a power bomb off the top of a ladder through two
you
steel
flipped.
chairs
Oh,
not too long
shit.
ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's on YouTube, by the way. All my stuff on Prentice Wrestling Network. That's where we put all of our stuff. So.
John's
Oh,
really
okay.
old, so none of his stuff's on YouTube.
Whoa.
Go to sleep for good.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not letting big dudes do that.
Nope.
I should
We
hurt
used to have a
little man.
guy, he was big with mid-states wrestling down in like Arkansas, Oklahoma area and their stuff. Named Big Hoss. Dude was probably a legitimate 500 pounds. He could do a moonsault.
Dude, I love it.
Oh,
And there's a
fuck.
person on the other side.
Oh, that's in that New Jersey place. That's in that
That's
where they run.
CZW.
Atlantic City Showboat.
Oh, this looks awful.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to do that shit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's a hard pass for me, my friend.
Oh my god, it's
Oh,
the Human Tornado.
Oh, holy shit. I thought he was
Dude,
better than that.
We all make mistakes.
Oh, no.
wait.
Do you know my dude Matty Starr?
Ooh.
Look, I have to talk about all these food
That
places.
Star is a good guy. I know him. Not real
You know
well. I
Matty
know
Starr?
him.
Yeah, he's our champ right now. He's awesome.
Okay. He was pretty new to it when I was up there. I was up, I think it was Pro Wrestling Phoenix was the show he was on. It's him, Strife, and I can't remember the other guy. But they were all there. Like Donnie Pepper Cricket's one of my best buds. So
I tagged with Donnie. Donnie wrestled for me in December of last year. Me and him did a tag match. It was cool. He did this spot. He did a spot where he pointed up to the guys and they both looked up and then he hit them. And then he started shining up on him. Well, and he tagged me in and I'm sitting there looking for the spot the whole time. And then that's how they got their heat on me because I couldn't quit looking at the ceiling. It was a good time.
yeah, Brandon's a good kid.
Love him.
This is all bad. I'm like, why? This just looks
Crazy.
awful. All of it.
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez.
CZW. There's the.
Holy moly.
Okay, well, I got to dip
Oh,
out. Sorry,
fuck.
my phone's about ready to die. So, but thank you. This was cool as heck, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yeah, take
Wait,
a
are we
hit
not?
up on us on the page, man. Maybe we'll swap some information. Maybe we can swap some guys or something.
Yeah, just have Jessica give you the stuff.
I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for coming on.
All right, I
Well-
think we're going to wrap this up.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome. That was fun.
Crazy.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Not one of your
Always.
Pretty good idea, Allie. Pretty good idea.
Next time we'll get some more things set up. I still feel like there's grosser videos out there.
There's some like the Sting hitting his
Oh,
teeth
God.
on the table the other day was pretty raw. He jumped off a
I see
ladder
that.
and went teeth first into it.
'Cause I remember there was one night we were up late and you were showing me like a bunch of like videos, and some of them were pretty
you
nasty.
can. CZW is hardcore, most hardcore moments. That's all. They're all like that.
And saying you got some shows coming up.
Yeah, I am. I got like August 5th, Algona, Iowa. We got our fair show. August 11th, I'm in Memphis wrestling, and then back in like the 19th, I'm back in Waterloo, back for the big show of my own, where we're about to tear that place down again.
And what's
So-
your company called so people know how to look you guys up on
Absolute Pro
Facebook?
Wrestling. Absolute Pro Wrestling. Big blue eagle for the nest, for the bird. We're all for it. It's a good time.
All right. I think
So-
that concludes today. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Big
And thank you, David, for giving your time and running this whole thing.
No problem. No problem. Have a good one, guys.
There it is.
See you on the flip.
See ya.